This is just a very short lesson on writing thesis statements. You've already learned how to write thesis statements, so I'll just be reviewing them and telling you what's different for a research paper. Remember that your thesis statement needs to have the topic and the controlling idea. A thesis statement also needs to be debatable. You don't want to write about something that everybody already agrees with. And for a research paper, your thesis also needs to be complex. Let's look at some sample thesis statements. Here's one for an American history class. If the northern states had not won the American Civil War, slavery would have continued in the U.S. for another 50 years. This sentence has a topic, and it has a controlling idea. It's also debatable because people in this field of study could say that 50 years is too long, it wouldn't have gone that long, or people might even say it would have gone much longer. And it's a complex sentence. You just want to avoid anything that's too short and simple. Here's another sample thesis statement. This one would be for a public health class or a sociology class. Pregnant women who are addicted to drugs must be admitted to hospitals to receive treatment so that their babies are not born dependent. That means dependent on drugs. This statement has a topic and it has a controlling idea. It is debatable. People could disagree about this because they may ask who's going to pay for this, or they may think that it won't solve the problem. And again, the grammar is complex enough. Let's look at one more. This is another sample thesis statement. This one is for a criminal justice class. Prison sentences for violent criminals should not provide the opportunity for early parole because of good behavior. Again, this sentence has a topic. It has a controlling idea. It's debatable because it uses the word should. That's an easy way to make your thesis debatable. And it's debatable because some people argue that they should receive parole for good behavior. This sentence is not as complex as the other two examples, but it's okay. You probably wouldn't want to have a thesis statement that's shorter than this, though. All of these thesis statements have a topic and controlling idea, and they are debatable. Not everyone in those fields of study would agree with the statement. That makes the topic worth researching and writing about. Notice each thesis statement is also somewhat complex, both in the topic and in the grammar. None of the thesis statements are very short either. These are things you'll want to remember and try to do in your thesis statement.